This is the road to the Pipili cave on Pipili mountain, which has been wrongly mispronounced as Sattapani cave on the Sattapani mountain or something. And this is the cave, folks, in which the Buddha once dwelt. But this is not the cave where, look, the Buddhists are praying. The historians have featured this cave as the place where the first convocation took place. That is wrong. That is a different cave. And look at this. This is a temple, and this is the temple. You saw the broken statue, folks. This is your Pipili cave, mispronounced and renamed Vipula Hill. It is not C. You see Sattapani. You have two P's. Basically, they are trying to create. They created a name, imagining what Huen Tsang must have meant. Folks, it's actually Pipili cave, Pipili mountain, and with Pipili village close by. Now, this is where the Buddha would stay and meditate, and Huen Tsang tells a very nice story about this cave. Anyway, how I came to this conclusion, to understand this, please view the video till the end. Okay, now folks, I have shown you your Gridikut. It's actually Giriak mountain. Now Zhang takes us southeast from Gridikut or your Giriak mountain, folks. He takes us southeast from Gridikut to the Pipolo mountain. See, I noticed all the mountains, they have villages below them carrying the mountain's name. Like Giriak mountain, there is a village called Giriak. Now this Pipolo is actually Pipili mountain, and there is a rock cave in it. During his days, the Buddha used to meditate over there, and later on a lot of other meditators started meditating. But the cave itself, you can make out that there'll be snakes and all inside, scorpions, etc. And that's what Zhang says, that wild animals come out, sometimes lions, tigers and snakes come out and kill the meditators. Anyway, that is the story Zhang says. But one day what happens is a bhikshu goes there to meditate. People tell him not to go. That is very dangerous. But he goes because the Buddha used to meditate there. He starts meditating and a woman comes out and tells him not to meditate. When he asks her, she says that whenever he meditates, fire bursts into her residence. Basically, she was the one who used to come out and kill the meditators. So, the bhikshu and they have an agreement that Asura, actually that was the abode of an Asura. So that Asura, he sort of locks the place up, the door, so that the bhikshu cannot disturb her and she cannot disturb the bhikshu. So folks, that is your Pipolo, mountain. Okay, folks, so check out what Zhang has to say, and then I'll show it to you in satellite pictures, and then you can see pictures of it. Now let's see what Zhang has to say about the Pipili mountain. To the west of the hot springs is the Pipolo stone house. When the Lord of the world was alive in olden times, he constantly dwelt there. The deep cavern which is behind the walls of this house is the palace abode of an Asura. By stone house, Zang Zang means a cave. Now let's see where is the cave to the west of the hot springs. See, here is the hot spring, that is Brahmakund, and here is the several springs which Huen Tsang mentions. You can see the bodies of water, and you have this, but they have renamed them Pandu Pokhar and all according to him. Very foolish people. This is a Buddhist tourist spot and they are trying to turn it into a Hindu thing. Anyway, this is your Brahmakund. Now to the west of this is the Pipolo, thing. See, this is, they have named it Sattapani Cave. What an idiotic name. Sattapani Cave. Pipulo, see, all the mountains are named after a village at its base. Now Huen Tsang calls it the Pipulo Mountain. See, Huen Tsang calls it, to the west of the hot springs is the Pipolo stone house. Now, so it is Pipolo stone house. See, all these mountains have got, they are named after, see, here it is, the mountain's name is Pilkhi, folks. Here is Pilkhi, village Pilkhi, and the mountain named is after it, and it is Pilkhi Cave, Pipolo Cave, which Huen Tsang rightly mispronounces as Pipolo. He rightly mispronounces it as Pipolo, and that is, it is a mispronunciation of Pilkhi. And you see, the village is there, and the cave is here, the mountain is here. So this is actually the Pilkhi Cave, folks. Correct the names. This is the Pilkhi Cave. Now Huen Tsang tells us the story about this cave. When the Lord of the world was alive in old times, he constantly dwelt here. The deep cavern which is behind the walls, of course that cave is very, very deep, of this house is the palace abode of an Asura. Many bhikshus who practice samadhi dwelt here. Often we may see strange forms as of nagas, serpents and lions come forth from it. Of course it's a cave, and wild animals, snakes, even today snakes live there. Those who see these things lose their reason and become dazed. Nevertheless, this wonderful place, excellent land, is one in which holy saints dwell, and occupying the spot concentrated by such sacred traces, they forgot the calamities and evils that threaten them. So this is the Pipolo Cave. That is the Pilkhi Cave. It is actually named after the village next to it, Pilkhi. That is the Pilkhi Cave, and the Pilkhi mountain mispronounced by Huen Tsang as Pipolo, and again mispronounced and mistranslated as Sattapani. What the British, they named these places, and the Indian historians have continued with it. Anyway, check out the pictures of this cave. Okay folks, this is your Pipli mountain, mispronounced as Vipula mountain, and this is the road to Pipli cave, and this is the Pipli cave, folks. A new word was created, Sattapani cave. Sattapani cave, my god, what have the historians done? And they have identified this cave as the place where the first convocation took place. This is wrong, totally wrong. The first convocation took place in a cave called Kalsila, not this cave. In this cave, the Buddha would dwell. He would meditate here, no doubt. So if Buddhists are praying here, it is very good. Because the Buddha meditated here. But this was regarded as a cave of an Asura. This is regarded of the cave of an Asura. Of course, Huen Tsang tells the story of wild animals coming out of it, snakes, lions, etc. coming out of it. So it was a scary place. But anyway, the monks and meditators would come here, and the peaceful atmosphere was perfect for meditation. So they would meditate here. Folks, this is your Pilkhi cave. See, all the mountains are named after a village as its base. So this is Pilkhi, like your Giridkut. They have created a name Giridkut. It is actually Giriak mountain, mispronounced by Huen Tsang and mistranslated as Giridkut. And this is your Pilkhi mountain and Pilkhi cave. And you read the story of what Huen Tsang narrates about the Bhikshu and Asura, where the Bhikshu he continues praying and the Asura is disturbed, but in the end the Asura he closes his door so that he cannot see hear the Bhikshu, and the Bhikshu is goes on meditating without any disturbance from the Asura. That is the main story of this cave, folks. And basically, this is not the Sattapani. There was no cave called Sattapani. It is a British historian created word. The cave is Kalsila. And this is not the, cave where the first convocation took place. The first convocation took place in Kalsila cave. So I hope you found this video educative, and if you did so, please don't forget to follow, like and subscribe to my page Buddha Exhumed, and don't forget to tell your friends and relatives about this video and my page Buddha.